All right, well, we just talked last week, talked about finding the money. We talked about a lot the last couple of weeks and, why and who, but how do we approach the people? How do we find these prospects to work with? So that's been probably the biggest question I've been getting on the social sites from the video is where do you find these prospects? Who are these prospects? Well, it's easy. All right. The way I position this is I'm not looking for affluent clients. I'm not looking for low end clients. I'm looking for the average middle income family. So typically it's 30, 35 to 55 families with kids that want a home. It's a very broad market. I don't care about their income personally because if you can find the money, it does not matter. Now, you don't want someone who's making a family of four making $25,000 a year. I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do there. But for, for 40,000 up for a family of four, absolutely. Typically I don't have to go too high on the income scale, depending on what state you're in. Here in Georgia, if I have someone making 80, 90,000 a year combined, that's perfect. Anything more than that, I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to work with them typically. So that's who I like to work with. And again, there's no wrong answer. I mean, the average agent is 58 years old in this industry, right? So I tell everybody when you to find your sweet spot of market, it's 10 years below and 10 years above your age. That's typically where the sweet spot is. I'm 46 years old. So 35, 36 to 56 is my target market. And as I age, I evolve my marketplace. We start with the find the money, we start with the life insurance and helping people create assets. And then as I get older, and when I start hitting 50s and 60s, I'll start transitioning to distribution of assets at that point. Planning for Social Security, doing the other processes to help guarantee my clients' income and so forth. But it all starts with finding your right prospect and building your market, building your niche. The average family needs our help. No one is other helping them appropriately. So the last video on the PNC agents, and I nothing against PNC agents, please understand, but most of them only focus on selling a little bit of term here and there, maybe a small permanent policy. You have a health insurance agent. Most of them just focus on just the health insurance. They don't do anything but that. There's very few agents out there helping the biggest part of our population. That's where the money really is, guys. The majority of agents in this industry, we go up that 55 plus marketplace with people that have $200,000, $300,000 more in assets or very high income earners. They're easy sales. They have the money to do so. But when we have 90% of the agents are for that same marketplace, there's a lot of competition there. Where in my marketplace, my 35 to 55 families with kids own homes, I have no competition or very little competition. And my average sales between $4,000 and $8,000 in commissions. So if you yourself could do one sale a week extra working with the average family and make $4,000 to $8,000 a week or even per month, where would that put you income wise? Would that help you hit your income goals? And again, the middle income family market is much more forgiving than the senior marketplace or the affluent marketplaces, where they want high-end advisors. Our families don't know what they don't know. When you go in and show them how they can drastically increase their wealth, provide coverage in event of death or sickness, and protect their family, you're a hero to them. They don't want to deal with anybody else. So really think about that today is, what market you really want to help people in. Do you want to be up there fighting with every other annuity broker? Every other stockbroker that's trying to deal with the same senior market, affluent market, or the pre-retirees that are 55, doing Roth conversions, Social Security planning, everything else. Do you want to be fighting with all these other people for that? Or do you want to work a market that no one's servicing? So think about that today as you're going through your processes. Looking at your lead flow, looking at what your marketing dollars are. and figure out what you want to really do in this industry. Who do you really want to help? I can tell you, I've made a career of helping average families, same as my dad. A lot of the agents I've worked with have all started in this market. Tony Filippone's one of them. You know, he does mostly annuities and AUM now, and he's a big producer now. When he first started, he was right here in the trenches with the middle income families. Same with a lot of my guys. So if you really want to make a go of this career, if you're brand in this business or struggling trying to transition into something different, look at working with the middle income families. There's an abundance of them that no one's helping. And again, the average commission between $4,000 and $8,000 is not a bad day work if you do it once a week, once a month. Once a month is what, 100K a year? It doesn't take a whole lot. So really think about that today as you're going through your processes of what you want to make, who do you want to help? And I'm telling you, if you work the average family, one, you become a hero to average families. And the one thing I've learned about this market is when you help one, you help many, because the referrals you get are exponentially higher. Because you're not selling a product, you're not just selling something to sell something. You're putting fixing a problem for them, a very real problem they didn't know they had before meeting you. And now they understand that problem. Now they want to help their friends and family also. So think about today in the field, guys. Middle incomes are a great place to be. It's something I wish I could beat everybody's head into, because it is, think about it this way. 30, 40 years ago, the MetLifes, the Guardians, the Mass Mutuals, who were their primary clients? Maybe even 50 years ago, it was average families. Where did life insurance really become big? It was, remember debit policies, where everything kind of started with life insurance. The insurance guy come to your house, you give him a nickel, you get $1,000 of coverage, whatever it was back then. That was all helping middle income families. And about 20, 30 years ago, everything changed. All those agents got old, and they started servicing their clients that were more affluent. Now, they had money saved in life insurance. They had been great savers because they had an insurance guy leading them down that path the entire time. And that's all changed. We need to get back to helping middle income families, or we're going to have a major issue in this country long term. That's the topic of the video, though. So, you guys, I jump in today. Again, focus on, really think about who you want to work with and how you can help them. And if you learn to find the money to do these different things we talk about, you're going to have an excellent career and make tons of money helping real people, not just the affluent. All right. One other point I'll add on this, for some of us younger agents, guys that are 30, 40, 50 years old, we have some upwards of 20 to 30 years left in this industry. You start helping middle income families now, and 10, 15 years from now, they start retiring, they start getting older. Now you have your client base for the future also. You grow with your clientele. So I'll have you guys making a great day.